Today I've built this spaceport breeding base in ARK Survival Ascended on Ragnarok using the Galaxy high-tech custom cosmetic, which is a really cool skin which offers a bunch of beautiful structure sets, from different looking metal structures to a very nice glass option as well, and even some scaffolding pieces, but most importantly a lot of really cool detail elements like all of the satellite dishes, the little antennas on the top of the buildings, as well as a bunch of wall decorations like fans, but even some high-tech displays for the inside of your base. So you really can go all out with these to decorate your base. Hello there, survivors, and welcome to my spaceport breeding base, definitely based on a little bit of Star Wars, and I tried to make sure that this base would have plenty of space on the main circular build for your breeding projects. So if we go inside, you will see a massive amount of space, so you can easily do some breeding for your biggest creatures like carcass and gigas. But of course that also means that you can fit most creatures in here quite easily, and there's even a layer above where you can fly in and out with your flyers, and of course have those lined up as well for some breeding projects. And then alternatively, there's even more space on the roof if you really have managed to run out of space on the inside. And to make sure that you could use all this space for breeding, I built this tower right next to it to house all of the crafting, storage, and other survival needs. So that's kind of like your main base, and the rest of the space is fully dedicated to breeding projects only, with the option to turn the dome on top of your breeding base into a greenhouse should you want and need it. As always, if you enjoy seeing these builds and you want to continue to see more, make sure to like this video and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and feel free to leave your suggestions for future builds you'd like to see down in the comments below, and let me know if you'd like to see a full step-by-step build tutorial. So here we are on Ragnarok in the the deserty mountains here, the desert right next to us, and of course more canyons around us. And if you want to find this specific space, here it is on the map. So yeah, it's kind of right in that mountain area. It's a really nice looking area, I think. Some really nice rock textures here, and I found this perfect spot which was big enough to house this full circle. So as we can see, it's a rather big base here. The circular breeding hole is very big, and then we have the tower next to it for like your main base itself, and it definitely was designed to be like a main breeding base, kind of inspired by a lot of the spaceports that you might see in Star Wars, because I thought that fit the vibe for this custom cosmetic, but also it's just a really nice looking aesthetic, I think. And then with the additional option, I didn't do this, but yeah, if you would want to, of course you could add a floor here in the middle, add a door somewhere here, and you could make this into a little greenhouse at the very top so that you could also grow out some of your crops when needed. You can see we have this side here open, so you can fly in and out with your flyers. You can park them up these walkways and do all of your breeding, but also teleport easily up and down so that I don't need to waste any space on stairs here on the inside. And then we actually have these really nice rounded entrances as the main entrances in and out, with the option to add a cellar door here in the middle if you want to close this off. But yeah, I kind of liked it being open a little bit more, so depends, I suppose, where you play. If you play in single player, this is probably fine. You can add some turrets to keep it all safe, but it just looks really nice and open when we enter like this. And you can see there's a massive amount of space here on the inside. So we got some tech rexes here, some cryo fridges lined up, we got a feeding trough here, some nice wall displays using this cosmetic. We got egg incubators, more food, more egg incubators, plenty of space as you can see here with all of these lined up. There's a few grass bits that are still poking through. For some reason they don't go away on this location, but yeah, we have more cryo storage here off to the side. But you can see it is a massive space here. There's a lot of room inside here. You could even add multiple floors if you needed that more. But yeah, even for those bigger creatures, you can see they easily fit inside. You can line up a bunch of them, got a medium teleporter here, so you can easily teleport things in and out, just to make it as versatile as possible, in my opinion. And then, of course, we've got access to the main base right over here. But as I also said, we also have default teleporters, so we can get up to the flyer layer, so you can easily get to your flyers, fly off, go on your adventures, or do some breeding for flyers up here. And then again, we have default teleport destinations, so we can easily teleport back and forth by pressing the reload button. Then we have our crafting room here, so we have our tech replicator easily fitting inside here, looking very, very cool. We got a little bit of gene storage and some cryo hospitals. We have some storage back here in this corner. We have some more utilities around, blood forge and everything, mega lab, etc. Not everything has a skin, unfortunately, but everything that does have a skin, as the tech replicator, is looking very, very cool. We have a nice entrance here as well, just in case you need to be able to enter this base and not want to go through your breeding facility all the times. And then we have like a little storage cupboard here as well, with a vault, as well as some library storage off to the side. But if we keep going up, we'll find more and more. So this is kind of for the tech rep crafting. But we have our main storage system here. We have a medium teleporter, so you can easily teleport in your gathering tames, so you can unload them right away. We have a forge here. We have a bunch of vaults and storage around. We have the fabricator, the grinder, the cam bench over here. Then we have the smithy right there as well, all looking very cool with these cosmetics. And then we have more of these displays up on the walls, adding some really nice details all the way around. We can also continue to go up to the different layers. So this layer up here is kind of the middle floor. We have some more cam benches, kind of just as decorations. We got some more vaults, and we got our generator powering everything. And then we have this layer, another beautiful display here, some smaller storage. We got the kitchen stuff here, so the cooker, the fridge, the grill, again some smithies, and another beautiful display here, just to kind of give it even more life. And yeah, quite a nice little room up here. But this is not the final room. We don't have a staircase to go up, but we have another teleporter with a default destination that will teleport us all the way in the top of the tower. So we've got some pretty nice views from here. We have got some simple beds that are looking very nice. I would actually love to be able to use this skin on the sleeping tech pod as well. If it's lying down, that would be very useful. And then yeah, we have some storage here and a nice little table to hang out in the bedroom spot to log off in. But yeah, as you can see, quite a sizable base, definitely big enough to give you everything that you would need on your ARK playthrough, with plenty of room here in the main base to do all of your crafting, store all your geared stuff, etc. And then have a massive amount of space here for your breeding going on. So yeah, for breeders, this should be pretty nice. I kept it pretty open in the design, so it is easy to customize if you've got like specific needs or specific wishes for a location. And I don't know, there's something about round bases that I've always enjoy. So yeah, I think this is quite a nice and useful base with some really cool designs. And then of course you could add another teleport to easily get up to the roof, so that you can even utilize that space. You can add the greenhouse if you want to. And then we have the transmitter up here too, looking very nice, and a bunch of these pillars that have some cool decorative options with this cosmetic, which is definitely a nice way to add a bunch of cool details all over your base, as you can see, to really embrace that galaxy feeling. I feel like this might be a really good option for once we get to Genesis 2. But in the meantime, if you already want to build some space bases, this definitely could serve you very well. There's even options for those pillars to be upside down, so you can have them below structures. You can see some of these beautiful scaffolding pieces as well, which are very nice decorative options. And yeah, just makes for a very fun cosmetic to build some. Like I definitely got a lot of Star Wars vibes here with this kind of galaxy feeling. So there we go. That is my big breeding base spaceport which I was very happy with the result. I hope you like it as well. But yeah, I think that is going to be it. So definitely let me know what you think of this base and if you'd like to see a full step-by-step build tutorial. And of course, feel free to leave your suggestions for future builds you'd really like to see down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again in the next video or the next stream. For now, goodbye.